every single one of us experiences some form of hard. Every single one of us experiences some form of turmoil, some form of adversity, some form of pressure that makes us question if we are capable of overcoming whatever it is that we are going through. It questions our strength, to say the least. And I want you to understand and know that it is those moments when you question your strength, those moments where you question if you can get through whatever it is that you are in the midst of, those moments where you question, am I going to get through this? Am I going to be okay? Those moments ultimately shapes us most into who we become. I came up with a saying that says, the bad days build our character, and the good days shows us why to never give up. Because it is our bad days, the good, the bad, and the ugly, that ultimately shapes us into who we become. It ultimately shapes us into who we are becoming. And in the good times, it reminds us not to give up. It reminds us, wow, when you overcome something very challenging, something difficult, something that you thought you couldn't get through, something that you had once doubted that you were capable of overcoming, you find in the end that you were able to overcome it, and you find in the end that everything was okay. Everything did turn out to be okay. However, it is in the midst of when you're going through that's very difficult and very challenging, and makes you question your own strength. It makes you question your capabilities, to get through whatever it is you were going through, get through your daily life. Again, whatever it is you are going through. And it's those moments ultimately shape us most into who we become. There's another saying that I had came up with that says, yesterday's pain is today's strength. And I want you to think about that, because every single moment that you doubt that you can't get through whatever it is you are going through, you can. Not everyone is going to be able to get through whatever it is that get through the path. Not everyone is going to be able to get through the path that you are currently on. However, but you are not everyone. You are you. You are uniquely you. Everybody has a story, right? And everybody has a story, has a unique path. I want you to know and understand that people who are unfamiliar with your path, they are going to try to tell you how you should walk yours, how you should go through yours. Some people are going to be familiar with your path, and those people you have to be mindful of, did they overcome it? Because ultimately that's going to determine whether or not you can find the understanding or the ability to help you persevere and get through whatever it is you are going through. I came up with another saying that says, it is one thing to know the path, but it is another to have been through it. Because you have to be mindful of who it is you listen to and take advice from. Because again, there are going to be people who may have good intentions, to help you that may be trying to help you. They may have a genuine interest, and they may have your best interest at heart, but you have to be mindful is that whenever you are in the midst of going through something very challenging, in the midst of going through something very difficult and something hard, yes, they may be familiar with your path, but did they get through it? That's the ultimate question. And if you can find the ability to persevere and get through your path, again, not everyone is going to be able to get through their path, but you can. Why? Because you are not them, you are you. I want you to understand something, that whenever, again, you are in the midst of something that you doubt you can get through, whenever you're in the midst of something that you question if you are capable of overcoming, it is those moments that ultimately shapes us most into who we ultimately become. And it is those moments that teach us the best lessons, the most lessons, that ultimately gives us the wisdom that lasts us for a lifetime. I'll end it with a saying. Every single thing that you have ever gone through, you had to question if you were capable of overcoming. But you did get through it, right? I want you to understand this, that whatever it is that you are in the midst of currently going through right now, you can overcome it. I promise you are so much stronger than you think. Continue to learn through reflection. Continue to find your way. And continue to be mindful of who it is that has an influence within your life. Because ultimately the people we surround ourselves with, and the people and the opinions and the thoughts, the noise that we surround ourselves with, the things we consume, plays such a big role as to who we become and who we don't. And I hope this video was able to bring some form of value to you. As I make these videos, I'm continuing to learn and find ways to grow and find ways to improve my terminology, and I'm trying to find ways to improve, to provide the best value possible to you guys. I personally talk from experience, and if I don't have, if someone has asked, for example, people have asked me questions before that I had no experience of, and they came to me for advice, and I told them I personally don't have experience, so I really can't give you a solid answer, you know. However, if you are looking for something that maybe what would I do if I was in that particular situation? Again, I would let them know with full transparency, I have no experience in this area, you know. But if I was here, maybe, of course, getting a better context, a better understanding of the situation, or whatever it is that they had came to me with, you know, I would be full transparent. Anyhow, the point of me mentioning this at the end of the video is that I can only speak from experience, and because I can speak from experience, I like to reflect off of my experiences, because I know that the things that I had overcome, if I can share the things that I learned that helped me overcome the things that I have gone through, you know, not just been through, but have gone through, you know, I know I can help someone else who may be familiar, who either is on that path or has a similar path. You know, it can help them bring some form of guidance to help them get to or get through whatever it is that they are in the midst of. I wanted to mention that to you. Anyhow, I love you. I appreciate you. And again, I hope this video was able to bring some form of value to you. Please drop a like on the video. It would be greatly much appreciated, because it would help my videos get into the YouTube algorithm, which ultimately brings it to a much bigger audience, which ultimately helps my videos provide more value to much more people, which is my ultimate goal. Provide value to as much people as possible. Anyhow, again, I love you, appreciate you, and remember, grow through what you go through. Much love.